Does anyone have a question?
Stuart, can you hear me? It's Soren.
Yes, or I hear you.
Creative energy can be so powerful. How can I stay grounded when it comes into my system?
Or that's the training. I mean, the way you stay grounded is the way I've said a million times. You need to keep your attention, the focus of your mind in the chakra below the navel. That will open that chakra. That is really where the power is, the strength is in a human being. And by using the mind and the breath to open that chakra, that will keep you grounded and will also enable you to absorb the energy of this meditation. But you see, that I can't do for you. You understand? That is your responsibility to learn how to master your inner life, to learn how to use the tools of meditation consciously, the mind and the breath, so that you build foundation, you get your heart open. You understand? And then all of that energy just absorbs inside you and it helps you to grow. And that Shakti really enables you to have a spiritual life. And the power of the energy is also important because if you take in energy of that intensity into yourself and you're able to absorb it because you're doing the exercise properly, I mean, the growth inside a human being is really, it's without limitation. But what this class is about for the 8,000th time, it's getting training. This class is not a spiritual life. This class is about learning how to build a chakra system in yourself. You're sitting in a class where there's a great deal of Shakti, a great deal of energy. And in the class, one is supposed to keep their attention below the navel. So that chakra, the chi, the hara, it opens and gives you the strength inside to be able to absorb the Shakti of this meditation into your heart, to your throat, to quiet the mind. And as simple as this sounds, it takes a lot of learning to master it. It takes time. It doesn't happen in a few classes. It doesn't happen in 50 classes. It's a slow, incremental mastering of one's inner self. And once you begin to do that, it changes your life, the whole way you see the world. But, look, God needs our help. If we don't do the work here, understand all of that energy in the cosmos, all of that higher energy, spirit, it just flows right past us until somebody is open to receive it, and then it goes into them. But it's there in abundance, infinitely, every moment. And one has to just build a system that even while you're walking down the street, you can take in the energy. And it doesn't disturb the activity that you have to do during the day. It just adds to it. But that is responsibility of people that practice any kind of spiritual work, whether it's what we do here or somewhere else. Their responsibility is to not think, that it's just going to happen to them, because it doesn't just happen to anybody. You got to work for it. You got to earn it. You got to build the system inside. I mean, a building doesn't just happen. There's an architect, there are contractors, there are plumbers, electricians, sheetrock people. that build the building. And this is the same way. It doesn't just happen. It has to be built from the foundation up. And as it grows, we can absorb more and more energy, ultimately to become nothing. It's kind of a strange goal to be nothing, especially in the kind of society we live in. And the whole goal is to be some kind of autocratic monster that rules over everybody. And I'm talking about being nothing. And being nothing is not a negative thing, because you understand, we're not full of our ego, we're not full of our mind, our opinions, our tensions, it gives room for God's energy to flow through and to guide us in our lives. And where is it going to guide us? It wants to guide us to spiritual enlightenment. But that's each and every person's responsibility to do the inner work. Do the work. Build the pathway in yourself that allows higher energy to come and guide your life. And what's the pathway? A quiet mind, an open heart, throat that's open, chakra below the navel, sexual energy. That's the path to enlightenment. The human becomes the divine. Divine spirit, soul really rises with the Kundalini energy and becomes one with God. When we live a life with gratitude and love, and happy people, we're not caught up in all the madness of the world. And does anyone else have a question?
Thank you.
You're welcome, son. Does anyone else have a question? In 2 weeks, I'm going to be having a retreat here. And the weekend, I think, of the 11th, 12th, 13th, which is just one Sunday class, actually. There'll be no class that Sunday. Does anyone have a question? Ask questions. Okay, well, God bless you all, and I'm very grateful to each and every one of you as a presence here. I wish and I pray to God that everybody learns how to use this double breathing exercise, in order to build an inner life that enables them to truly connect with God, Spirit. Thank you. Bless you all. There'll be a class tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Thank you. And God bless you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.